Good evening, everybody, and warm welcome to the Distree once again at this new location. As you heard the previous speakers, a lot of focus is around mobility and how the landscape has been changing. So today I'm here to just talk to you briefly about why Norton, and then look forward from that point. So if you look at Norton as a company in terms of two aspects, brand protection and scale and size. We've been a company who's in the industry for the past 30 years, so the expertise and the knowledge and the know-how is already available with us today. We have 20K plus employees working around more than 50 countries in the world, and we are being sold through more than 30,000 retail outlets around the globe, which constitutes to roughly around 47% of the security market share. In terms of scale and size, Norton is the #1 security vendor in the world, the 4th largest independent software company, and then we have products which are translated in over 26 languages, and we've sold to more than 250 million consumers in the past 30 years. What have we built? As you know, and as you heard from the previous presenters, everybody's talking about mobile. Norton also understands that, and we knew that we need to be ready for the shift. In the year 2010, we started building our products like mobile security and Norton family. 2011, we went a step ahead with further developments, and we came across products like Norton Anti-Theft, which basically makes sure that your device is safe even though it is stolen or lost. Identity Safe, Norton Snap, and then in 2012, we came out with more products like utilities for the mobile device, Norton Spot, Halt, Hotspot Privacy, which basically takes care of creating a virtual private network when you're browsing on a public Wi-Fi, Norton Zone, and other utilities. Basically, we are looking at 4 major areas of focus. And if I categorize them one by one, the first area is around productivity to the user. So tools like Identity Safe, where you have the ability to create a single password for all your secure logins. And then, once you are clicking on that Identity Safe login, you are able to access and open all the accounts that you have created. Privacy in terms of Norton Hotspot Privacy, like I said, today more and more users are using public Wi-Fis. Are they protected enough to transact online or to browse online when they are in this environment? Performance tools like Norton Utilities, backup, online optimization, and PC tune-up features through our products like Norton Utilities and Norton 360. And then protection itself by giving you Norton Halt, the Safe Web protection features, the Norton family features, which make sure that you and your kids stay safe online whenever you browse. Again, as the previous speaker was pointing out, the change in the threat landscape on mobile devices, for example. In a single year alone, we have seen that the threat landscape or the number of malware has increased a phenomenal 210%. So what are we doing today about staying safe and being protected? We need to analyze this and take a more holistic approach to how we transact online and what kind of protection we are using on our devices. So if you look at the threats by type, most of the hackers out there are trying to steal your personal information. Okay? Over 32% of the hackers are going after your personal information. Traditional threats constitute the next biggest threat that we have, followed by user tracking, by sending contacts to you, by adware annoyance, where you get messages like download this app and get this offer and other stuff that you really don't have time to look at. And then the last bit, which is reconfiguring your device, or you get messages that basically ask you to address something that is vulnerable on your system. So what does the hacker do basically? He sends you an email with a link to download a certain app. Once you download that app without the level of security that you have, Immediately, it steals all your contact information. And then, not only that, it also transmits itself to all the contacts that you have on your device. And then you can imagine a further 300, 400, or upwards, how many ever contacts you have get affected by that same threat. So we did the cybercrime study in the region for the second successive year. And last year, we found some of the key themes that emerged from our study in the UAE and in Saudi Arabia was the changing face of cybercrime. Cybercrime today is going more and more mobile. In the Middle East, for example, a lot of value and a lot of reliance is there on the users on the device that they are using. Mobile devices are carrying a wealth of personal information and sensitive information that needs to be protected. And then losing a device is like very common in the region, and it's quite costly and stressful. In the slides that will come up later, I will point out some of those costs that are related to losing your device. And then if you look at the risky behavior that users exhibit online, it's quite scary to imagine that you do not have a proper security product that's installed on your device. As we spoke earlier, cybercrime is growing more and more mobile. 9 out of 10 users in the Middle East are using their mobile devices extensively. Close to 8 out of 10 of those are using the internet through their mobile device. So the global average, we are quite high compared to the global average, I think because of the number of devices that are available in the region. And as I stated earlier, malware has grown 210% over the last 9 months alone. So let's talk about some of the costs related to losing your device. So on an average, when you lose a mobile phone or a smartphone, you lose around 104 pounds to try and get a replacement device or a temporary device that you can use. And if you look at a tablet, the cost is almost double, 199 pounds that you lose if you go and lose your tablet. So these are quite high. So the reasoning should be like, are you prepared to lose that kind of money because somebody stole your device or somebody stole your information? Or would you like to be protected with a proper solution that will help you to lock your device, wipe the data that is on it, and take other preventive measures? Again, the biggest worries for people who use their mobile phone is like from paying big bills. So somebody steals your device and starts making those international calls, and all of a sudden you find that you've run up a massive phone bill. 27% of the people are worried that somebody else will pretend to be you and actually use your information to access or information or to give it to people that are trying to fleece you from your money, kind of. 26% are worried about losing their contacts, and 26% are worried that people will use your mobile device to make online purchases. If you look at the tablet users, 54% of them are worried about somebody that will access their personal information, their banking information, their credit card details, etc. Again, 3 out of 5 adults use free public Wi-Fi in the Middle East. Out of that, 46% of them are actually concerned about this, but an equal number do not use any kind of protection on the device at all. So although there is an awareness about the need for security, people are still not willing to make that investment to buy a proper security product. Again, what are the risks that you have when you're using a public Wi-Fi system? 43% of the people are using their mobile device or their tablet device to access personal email on a public Wi-Fi. 38% are using that same public Wi-Fi to access social websites. 21% are shopping online, and 18% of the people are using their bank, the public Wi-Fi to access the bank and transact online. So this is really scary. Again, 1/3 of the people do not use secure payment methods when they are buying online. And 1/3 of the users are not using a password to protect the device. And 4 out of 10 people admit to not always downloading content from trusted websites. So these are things that we are trying to highlight and talk to the consumer, create that awareness about the need for protection at all times. We've created mobilesecurity.com. It's about educating the market and educating the users on the usage of mobile security. There are a lot of informative articles, education, videos, the threats that are evolving, white papers and everything else that are written and published. And these can be accessed by anybody going to mobilesecurity.com. Further, we have editorials from other industry experts, and these are completely not monitored or controlled by Symantec. We allow people to publish whatever they have discovered. We also have app view features that tells you about the different ratings about the apps that are on the system. And then we also look at other features like battery impact and malware ratings that are so common for mobile users today. Norton Mobile Security is a product that we have built across the platforms, whether you're using an Android operating system or a tablet operating system in iOS. We cover both. One login through the cloud allows you to see what level of protection you have on your tablet device or your mobile device, and all the anti-theft, anti-malware, call blocking, SMS blocking, remote location, remote wiping, remote locking, all features built into the same software. Last but not least, we have our Norton Partner Portal, which is designed for people like you, where you can sign up and get access to articles, videos, free trainings, download free software and try it for your personal use, and make sure that you are protected at all times. And with that, I think I'm coming to the end of my presentation. Thank you all very much, and have a great rest of the Distree. Thank you.
Thank you.